is JW Turn G. Shit, I'm just scrolling through these videos. Like, the titles on these videos is so crazy, and there's so many of them. Like I said, it's endless fucking ammo that I got. So I want to find a video that's not too long. That's really what I'm looking for. The titles is interesting and shit, but I ain't just, oh, okay, look, 11 minutes right here. What is this? Maintain a positive viewpoint, okay? Let's see what else we got. This 13, Jehovah cares for his sheep. That's a crazy ass title. We might have to do that one. 9 minute, imitate Jehovah's generosity. Oh, we protect, oh, what the fuck? Man, you know what, let's do this. Let's do this, because what the fuck are they talking about?
The governing body has also asked me to address another topic that I must say hits close to my heart, being a father who raised 2 boys. The subject is the abuse of children and the damaging effects this can have on such innocent victims.
Holy shit, what the fuck going on with this one? I don't even know what the fuck he's finna get into, but he has a weird blank stare that makes him kind of look soulless. Like, I ain't even trying to get on him like that. Oh man, and see, the shit's crazy, like when I say brainwashing and manipulation, because the shit that I know that be going on just where I be at, you know what I'm saying? I'm not even talking about in other countries or cities, whatever the fuck. It's some wild ass shit that happens that gets covered up because they don't want to put dirt on the name publicly. Right, so I don't know what this nigga finna get into, but just based off of what we heard, it seems like he's finna talk about the abuse of children, and he got this serious ass tone to what he's saying. But when you are one of Jehovah's Witnesses, this is the only side to anything that you're gonna get, is what they're telling you through this. And to them, these are God's spokespeople. So you're not going to go against anything that you're hearing in these videos, because that would be you going against God. So whatever he's saying in this video is what you're going to hold to be the absolute truth. So they cover up all type of shit. Oh man, this video about to be crazy. Holy shit. All right, here we go.
As an organization, we view all such abuse of children, whether physical, sexual, or emotional, as deplorable. As you likely know, Jehovah's Witnesses take a stronger position than most on the scriptural inappropriateness of any form of immorality. However, to take advantage of innocent young ones is absolutely despicable. As a religious organization, we have taken a decisive stand against such behavior. It is our fervent desire to protect children from any kind of abuse. Our policy, as an organization, is that one professing to be a victim or his parents should never be discouraged from reporting the incident to the appropriate authorities. While child abuse has been perpetrated earthwide in many cultures for thousands of years, it is only in the past 40 years or so that the magnitude and the extent of the problem has become better known. This is because governmental agencies are now determined to take a more active interest in this problem. Laws were enacted requiring medical and other professionals to report cases to the authorities when they became aware of them.
Okay, first off, nigga, fuck no. That's not why. That shit's become more known because of the internet. Because motherfuckers are speaking out, because people are saying shit now. So fuck it. I'ma say my shit too. That's why I made this shit. Okay, so look. If say there's a little kid, right? And that little kid, somebody was being weird, an adult, a grown person was being weird with this little kid, right? First off, the little kid would have to be questioned by elders, right? And their parents can't be in the room. It has to be the elders. That's already weird. And so the person that got accused of it, they're going to have a little meeting with them. First thing they're going to ask them is, does anybody else know about this? And the reason why they ask that is because if anybody else in the congregation were to know, then they have to do something publicly, like disfellowship him or reprove him or do something like that, right? But if nobody else knows, then they can handle it within themselves. So that's the first thing they ask, right? And so now, if nobody else knows, and he was indeed guilty of doing this, he's going to get kicked out of the congregation, maybe, right, depending on the situation. But they're not reporting this to the law. It's going to end right there. Because if the news channels got a hold of this information, it would be bad publicity, and we already know how they hold that name divine and sacred. And so now, say that person got disfellowshipped, whatever, right? And then, you know, he felt that he needed to come back, so then he gets reinstated, let's just say, I don't know, 10 years later. And that little kid is still in the congregation, grown up now, and this person just got reinstated into the congregation, and so now, they're right there dwelling with you. You at the meetings with them, sitting there talking, having conversations. They might be in your field service group. And, you know, these people got problems, obviously, so he's going to try to get in where you at, try to be close, be weird. It happens all the fucking time. Right? And then he may even become one of the elders, where he's the one that's asking the little kids the questions, and it like, but it's not getting reported to the law. That shit happens inside, right? So whatever the fuck this nigga here is reporting on is what they want you to believe, what they want you to think. Man, ho, I know this video is gonna be like this. Oh fuck, I'm gonna just let this shit rock.
Prior to that time, many governmental, educational, and religious organizations were somewhat naive about the magnitude and the complexity of the situation. Others knew of the problem and covered it up. What has our position been as an organization? When what was termed as the new morality became popular over 50 years ago, which included sexual relations among young ones, we condemned such behavior based on the Bible's unerring and timeless principles. As the awareness of child abuse became more and more known, we published a landmark of Wake magazine over 30 years ago. It was the issue of June 22nd, 1982. There are 5 article titles that nailed the subject in a very straightforward manner. The first article was entitled, The New Morality. And then, Chickens and Hawks was the second article. It warned about homosexual men who prey on and advocate the right to use boys for sex. Shame on them. The next article...
Keep in mind, these articles that he's talking about, they wrote. So he could put whatever the fuck he wants to in there. He could, in fact, be one of those people that I described that is now in a position of power.
Baby prose and kiddie porn. Condemned prostitute rings that employed small girls in an array of abuse. Then rape at home? No further explanation needed on that. And finally, the article, To End Child Abuse. I remember this magazine well, since I had 2 boys who were in elementary school at the time. And again, remember that the world in general was still somewhat naive about the magnitude of this issue and the gravity of the problem. I read the 5 articles, and I looked at my 2 boys, and I said a prayer to Jehovah, thanking him for moving the organization to be so proactive in trying to help parents to protect their young ones from the plague of the new morality and the abuse of children.
I hope y'all watching this can see the bullshit. I hope y'all see through everything this motherfucker is saying. I hope it holds no weight, because this motherfucker is just saying shit.
This issue has been straightforwardly addressed in print many times since then. I'd now like you to view a PSA.
Man, you hit it with a different
What is a PSA? It stands for Public Service Announcement.
Who doesn't know that?
It is a message of public interest which is aired by the media without charge. The objective is to raise awareness about changing public attitudes and behavior towards a social issue. Television stations are not obligated to play all such 30 to 60-second messages provided. However, if the topic and production value captures their attention, they can choose to air a PSA for the benefit of the viewing audience. In the late 1990s, the governing body approved 4 PSAs on the subject of family life. I'd like to show you one of these that was produced back in 2002. It was picked up and aired by some of the largest TV networks in the United States. Why?
Okay, he's saying the governing body approved. And remember, that's their little group. And they believe that they're the spokespersons from God, so it's all within them. It's all within them. Nothing about the law has been said at all. Reporting these niggas to the law. Getting these niggas locked up. Nothing about that has been said.
Because they realized this type of warning was important for their viewing audience to see. It is true, the type of computer equipment shown in the video dates it. However, the message is just as pertinent now as then, and maybe even more so. Please watch. He understands you and makes you feel special. He knows everything you're interested in.
What the fuck?
He's your best friend and always there when you need him. He seems too good to be true. He is. Parents, protect your children. And most of all, give your children knowledge, wisdom, and thinking ability. Love builds happy families.
Holy shit.
While we cannot control everything that an individual might say, it is clear that over the decades, protecting children from abuse is a top priority for this organization. We are proud of our reputation in this regard. And we look forward to the time in God's new world when no one, young or old, will ever again be a victim of abuse.
They have a terrible reputation.
Since the latter part of our discussion has addressed what Jehovah's organization has done to protect children from predators, it gives me great pleasure to release at this time another animated video in the series, Become Jehovah's Friend. It is entitled, Protect Your Children.
Oh, here we go. Fuck.
Children, Jehovah wants you to be happy and keep you safe. But some people want to do bad things to you. So Jehovah gave you a conscience. It's like an alarm system that helps you to know right from wrong. It will protect you from danger. So, Mom and I will help you test your alarm system. Ready? What if someone tells you something that makes you feel uncomfortable or scares you? What do you do?
I'm not sure, but that's weird. Stop.
Very good. Tell them to stop it. And you tell Mom and Daddy. No matter what someone tells you, never keep a secret from us.
What if they ask you to do something that makes you feel uncomfortable? I would say no. You're right. You should say no and walk away.
What if they try to touch you where they shouldn't?
I wouldn't let them. I get out of there. Good, Caleb. Even if it's an adult you know and trust, you should say no and run away. And you should yell, "Stop doing that. I'm going to tell on you. Stop doing that. I'm going to tell on you."
The world can be a scary place, but you are never alone. Remember, you have your conscience, your mom and dad who love you, and you have Jehovah. We're happy to see how Jehovah's Organization continues to teach our young ones how to make wise choices when the figurative monsters of this world try to lure them into their traps. And you parents should be commended for your tireless efforts to protect your children.
That might be one of the craziest fucking videos that I stumbled upon on here. Wow, what the fuck? Okay, and so, obviously this is, you want to protect the children, right? And this would be that was weird, like, just the way he was talking about it. It was just the energy and the vibe was weird, right? Now, them teaching their kids this is just Jehovah's Witnesses, okay? So anybody that's in the organization is not going to be viewed as one of these people that you got to be on guard. This is just anybody that's outside. So they'll tell them about their teachers at school, I don't know, fucking policemen, whoever, right? But anybody at the Kingdom Hall, you can talk to and be friends with and whatever, and that's where the motherfucking shit is. And so, like I said, not one time did he say anything about reporting it to the law. Man, this shit's fucking crazy, dog. Okay. The website has every video that they want the witnesses to see. That's like their homepage for everything. Videos on everything. That's where all their information comes from, right? There's a video here on YouTube about sexual assault cases within the Jehovah's Witnesses organization that they paid. But it's like, you wouldn't find that video on the website because they don't want anybody there in the organization to even know about that video. Right? And even if you were to bring that video up or to ask somebody about it, that shit would get shut down so motherfucking fast. Or even if you were to mention that to somebody, they probably deny it. Say that the person was lying. Oh man, it's so much. I didn't know I was going to make a video like this. Oh man. Yeah. Yeah.